Today, we want to tell the story of the loris, a group of endangered venomous primates with steadily declining populations that the exotic pet trade and the internet just couldn't get enough of. Its sudden rise to online fame in the early part of the decade sparked so much concern that researchers began studying the impact. One study was even titled "Tickled to Death." The name slow loris was given by naturalists in the late 1700s, who noted its slow movements and silent behaviour. It was initially placed in the sloth family, but was soon recognised as a distinct species named Lorises, after being compared to other slow loris specimens already collected and studied. The loris part of the name comes from the Dutch word loris, which means clown. The Lorises family includes the slow loris, the Pygmy slow loris, its smaller cousin, and the Slender loris, a more agile species found in India and Sri Lanka. Native to South and Southeast Asia, these primates are found across tropical and subtropical regions, including rainforests, bamboo groves and mangrove forests. They prefer environments with high, dense canopies and spend most of their time in the trees. They usually come down only briefly for essential needs, sleep during the day, and are active at night for about 8 to 10 hours, spending up to 50% of that time foraging for gum, insects, nectar, and various types of vegetation. In some cases, they also consume the bark of gluta trees, a substance that can be deadly to humans. They are highly territorial and spend the rest of the night travelling long distances while patrolling and marking their territory. Their diet includes a large amount of plant exudates, especially gum, which they extract by gouging or peeling tree bark. Gum is rich in complex carbohydrates like polysaccharides, which are difficult to digest and provide slow, steady energy. The fruits they do consume include wild figs and forest berries, which are often unripe, making them less sugary, more fibrous and less calorie-dense than fruits like grapes and bananas. They also produce their own vitamin C and therefore do not need to obtain it through food. Following this diet requires effort and time, and they also have an extremely low metabolism, only about 40% of what's normal for mammals their size. This slow pace helps them survive on low-energy foods and may allow their bodies to process naturally occurring toxins in their diet. Because of this slow metabolism, they are also very sensitive to certain sugars and prone to diabetes and obesity when removed from their natural environment and fed ripe, cultivated fruits in bowls. Sightings in the wild are rare. They are nocturnal, slow, and extremely quiet. They don't scream, they don't cry. Their vocalizations are few and subtle, such as soft hisses and ultrasonic calls outside the range of human hearing. Their main defense strategy is designed to evade predators that rely on sight. They freeze completely and rely on stillness to avoid detection. In Indonesia, they're known as malu-malu, meaning shy one, a reference to their tendency to cover their faces when spotted. Naturally, their reproduction is also slow. The gestation period lasts about 6 months, litter size is small, and the weaning period can take up to another 6 months. As a result, slow lorises have one of the lowest population growth rates among mammals of their size, often with more than 12 months between each litter. In the care of professionals, such as trained zookeepers and sanctuary staff, individuals can live up to 20 years. As pets, however, their lifespans are often tragically short, sometimes only a few months. They're highly sensitive to stress, which can lead to self-harm, refusal to eat and suppressed immune function, resulting in a much higher mortality rate outside of proper care. Their wide, forward-facing eyes give them stereo vision, helping them judge distance as they move through the trees. At night, a reflective layer behind the retina enhances their low-light vision, making them well-suited for life in the dark. But this comes with a trade-off. In daylight, their vision may be blurry, and at night their eyes reflect light, making them visible when illuminated. Unlike most primates, they lack the opsin gene that detects short wavelength light, meaning they see the world in just one hue. Their thumbs point almost 180 degrees away from the rest of their fingers, and their hands and feet are equipped with a network of tiny blood vessels, a feature called the rete mirabile, which allows them to grip for hours without cramping or losing sensation. They also have a specialized grooming claw. One of the most remarkable features of this animal is its ability to produce a toxic secretion from a brachial gland located near the upper arm. The loris licks this gland, mixing the secretion with its saliva to activate its potency. In behavioral tests, predators retreated or showed signs of discomfort when presented with cotton swabs coated in this mixture. Before hiding their young in a safe location, females lick their brachial glands and groom their offspring with a tooth comb, coating their fur in the toxin as a form of protection. When threatened, these primates may lick the gland and deliver the toxin through a bite. They're known to hold on tightly when they bite, possibly to ensure maximum transfer of the toxin. This venomous bite is an extremely rare trait among mammals and is unique to lorisid primates. It may serve not only as a defense against predators, but also in conflicts with other lorises and as a deterrent against parasites. They have also been observed rubbing the secretion onto their own fur as a chemical shield. The secretion from captive individuals is chemically similar to the allergen found in cat dander, suggesting it may trigger an allergic reaction rather than full toxicosis in some cases. Bites can cause painful swelling, and one reported human fatality described in the scientific literature is believed to have resulted from anaphylactic shock. Beliefs surrounding slow lorises run deep, rooted in tradition for over 300 years, possibly even longer, passed down through oral histories. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, reports from the interior of Borneo described a belief that slow lorises served as gatekeepers to the heavens, with each person having a personal loris waiting for them in the afterlife. More commonly, however, they have been used in traditional medicine or rituals to ward off evil. Some hunters believe that lorises can heal their own broken bones after falling from trees, allowing them to climb back up unharmed. Others believe slow lorises have medicinal powers because they're said to survive multiple blows before dying. In North Sumatra, it's believed that burying a loris under a house or road brings good luck. In the same region, their body parts were once used to place curses on enemies. In Java, a piece of loris skull dropped into a water jug was thought to make a husband more docile and submissive, like a loris in the daytime. More recently, some have claimed that eating loris meat acts as an aphrodisiac to enhance male power. In Cambodia's provinces, the gallbladder of the Bengal slow loris has been used to make tattoo ink. There's also loris wine, a traditional remedy believed to ease childbirth pain, made by soaking loris bodies in rice wine. Loris-based traditional medicine is thought to cure a wide range of ailments. But in modern times, demand has shifted from rural subsistence hunting to commercial exploitation, driven by urban buyers and wealthier markets. Hunting remained relatively sustainable until the 1960s. But as demand increased, wild populations declined and the market value of lorises rose. Today, with the use of tools like battery-powered searchlights, these shy nocturnal animals are easier to spot by their eyeshine, making them more vulnerable than ever. They've become especially popular as pets in Japan and Indonesia, and are one of the most common protected primates found in animal markets. According to the Japan Wildlife Conservation Society, their appeal lies in the fact that they're small, quiet, and, as some describe them, just very cute. Locally, they're sometimes seen as living toys for children, while Western tourists or expatriates may buy them out of pity, unaware of what these animals truly require or that the trade is illegal. Very few buyers, whether local or foreign, know that these primates are endangered or that their bites can be incredibly painful. Most also don't realize that they have a strong natural odor or that they're nocturnal and active at night, when most owners are asleep. In the illegal pet trade, infants are often torn prematurely from their mothers. Without parental care, they can't properly clean themselves, leading to a buildup of urine, feces and oily secretions in their fur. Their unique vascular structure, used for gripping, makes their hands and feet especially prone to injury when pulled through the wire bars of cages. One of the most harmful practices is the removal of their teeth, done to prevent biting and to give the impression that the animal is either tame or still a baby. But this cruel mutilation often leads to dental infections, which are fatal in up to 90% of cases. By the time they're sold in markets, most are underweight, malnourished, and sometimes even have their fur dyed to appear more appealing. Mortality rates during international transport are staggering, ranging from 30% to 90%. Of those rescued from markets, up to 95% die due to dental problems or lack of proper care. Common health problems in pet lorises include malnutrition, tooth decay, diabetes, obesity, kidney failure, and severe stress. They often suffer from pneumonia and infections, and their unnatural environments frequently lead to early death. Adding to this, most pet owners are simply unaware of how to care for a nocturnal animal. Conservation efforts for slow lorises focus on rescuing individuals from the illegal wildlife trade, rehabilitating them and, when possible, releasing them back into the wild. Sanctuaries provide critical care for lorises suffering from stress, malnutrition or tooth removal. One of the leading initiatives is the Little Fireface Project, which not only cares for rescued animals but also monitors wild populations and supports long-term release programs. Beyond direct rescue, conservation work includes protecting natural habitats, restoring fragmented forests and creating canopy bridges to help these arboreal primates move safely. Education is also a key part of the effort. Many local communities are engaged through outreach programs that dispel harmful myths and promote coexistence. By combining rescue, habitat protection, community involvement and scientific research, these efforts aim to give the slow loris a real chance at survival in the wild.